वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. A very warm welcome to entire Sangat in today's talk. Our topic for today is Shri Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, who is our fifth Guru in the Sikhism. Today we will try to cover three things about Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. First, Pat and Painandraj. He talked about Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. So, what did they say about Guruji? That we will discuss in the beginning. Then, whenever a saint, a soldier, a guru, whenever they spread their messages, that we can divide into two parts. Firstly, what did he do? Or what did they do from their actions? That becomes their life. What were they doing? How did they contribute in the society, in the humanity? And other thing, what did they say or what did they ask us to do? What they want us to do? So basically, we can say it can divided into two parts. What was the message, what they want us to do, and what they did and showed us what do we need to do. So we will try to cover both aspects from his life, from his contributions. What did he create? What did he give to Sikhism, to humanity, to everybody? And what did he talk? His teachings in the Gurbani, what are the messages for us? So first part by Nandalaj. He mentioned about Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is Guru Arjan Jumla Zudo Fazal Hakikat Fazo Hindai Haq Zama. About the personality of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, he is the one who is seeker, who is searching for that divine truth. And Guruji is the embodiment of his blessings and glory. So he is the seeker, but he is the one who have reached to that position, who have reached to that spirit. This is how Pai Nandalalji wrote about Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Then, Pat Mathura. In the beginning, it may seems like almost similar meaning, but Patji is telling in a different way. Pan Mathura kach ped nahi, Gur Arjun pratakh har. So we often say these lines, we read in the Gurbani like Sant Ram mein ped kich nahi. Drop fall into an ocean and now drop becomes an ocean. Sant Ram mein ped kich nahi. Disciple became Guru. A normal human being merged with Lord. But Patji is not saying that part. What Patji is mentioning, but Pan Mathura Kach Ped Nahi. There is no difference. Gur Arjan Pratakh hai. So Guru Arjan is Lord. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is God himself. We cannot say, according to Patji, that drop has fallen into an ocean. Patji is saying Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is an ocean. He himself is God. If we want to see God in the physical form, now he can see in Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. If you want to see God in the physical form, then he's saying is Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Pratak Har. Pratak, that I can see with my eyes. Har. So Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is not differentiate from Lord. According to Patji, he is saying he is Lord. Patji, basically, he belongs from Hindu family. And even in Gita, it comes like when Shri Krishna told almost the same thing, like he is Lord. So Pat Mathuraji, he belongs to Hindu family. So that is why he is praising Guruji in his own way according to whatever he has read. So this is the highest word that he could use. So he is mentioning in his own ways. So for him, looking at Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is seeing Vaheguru, seeing Lord. Then Patkal Ji, he also covered different aspect very beautifully. Now what he's saying, there means you, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. He's indicating to Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Te Janmat, Janmat from the birth. Gurmat, Gurmat means according to the mat, according to the teachings of Guruji. Brahmacharya. So, Te Janmat Gurmat. We'd like to stop here. Te Janmat Gurmat, firstly. Janmat means from the birth. Gurmat means in the teaching of Guruji. So now Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is the first Guru who born in the Guru's family. First Guru. Definitely. After that, we can see many more examples. But before Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, all Gurus were from different families. Guru Angad Sahib Ji, second Guru, is not son or family member of Guru Nanak Sahib Ji. Third Guru did not born in the house of second Guru. Fourth Guru also did not born in the house of third Guru. So he is the first Guru, we can say, who born in the house of Guru and became Guru. In the same Swaya, the last line is Guru Arjan Kar Guru Ramdas. Guru Arjan, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji Kar Guru Ramdas. He born in the house of Guru Ramdas Ji. Pagat Uttar Arya. That devotee of the Lord, that Pagat came in the house of Guru Ramdas Ji. So whenever we read this Pankti, so we always need to read as Gur Arjan Kar Guru Ramdas. Because if that is why actually GURBANI Santhya also becomes important. If we say Gur Arjan Kar Guru Ramdas, that meaning becomes like in the house of Guru Arjan, Guru Ramdas is born. Even if we just pause after Kar, Guru Arjan Kar, in the house of Guru Arjan, Guru Ramdas ji born. But the meaning is Guru Arjan Sahib ji born in the house of Guru Ramdas. So house Kar we will associate with Guru Ramdas. Guru Arjan Kar Guru Ramdas. So Guru Arjan Sahib ji born in the house. So that's what here Patkalji is mentioning. Te Janmat Gurmat. From the birth, you born in the Gurmat's family. Brahm Pachan. And you know the Brahm from the birth. Te Janmat Gurmat Brahm Pachano. From the childhood, you were enlightened. And you born in the Gurmat, in the Guru's teachings family. In that family. Nanaji, maternal grandfather, is Guru Amardas Ji. Father is Guru Ramdas. In the house of Guru's teaching, in the house of Guruji, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is the first Guru who born and became Guru, who born in the house of Guru. So that's what is here. That Janmat Gurmat Brahm Pachane. And this is the place where Guru Arjan Sahib Ji took Prakash. That is why mostly we say Prakash. Prakash means light, enlightened from the birth. So that is why we use word Prakash mostly. The meaning of Prakash is enlightened from the birth. Prakash means light, brightness. So Prakash is light. So if we say Prakash Purab of Guru Arjan Sahib means the one who is enlightened from the birth. So this is a place in Goindwal Sahib, and Guru Arjan Sahib Ji took Prakash on 15th of April 1563 in the city of Goindwal Sahib in Punjab. So this is a place in this Gurdwara Sahib. If we go, so it is very close to Bauli Sahib, Goindwal Sahib, the main Gurdwara that we all knows about of Guru Amar Das Ji. So it is very close to that area as well, hardly 5 to 10 minutes, 10 minutes hardly walking distance. So if we go to this place, this was the house at that time where Pani Ji used to live, Guru Ramdas Sahib Ji used to live. So if we go there, now also we can see a cloth, part of a cloth of third Guru as well, and some hair as well, which are still available. We can see it like they are in the mirror, we can say. We cannot touch it, but we can see. And this Gurdwara is known as an Gurdwara Chubara Sahib. So in the Gurdwara Chubara Sahib, now it is known as it. So we can see few more things as well, like related to Guru Amar Das Ji and this room where Guru Arjan Sahib Ji took Prakash. So it's in Goindwal Sahib in Punjab. Now, so there was something about his Prakash, Guru Sahib Ji's Prakash, and what they mentioned, what Pat Sahib and Nandalal Ji mentioned. Now we'll just discuss one Sakhi of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, as this lecture is basically we kept for on the Prakash Purab of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. So we'll not discuss much about martyrdom. So we'll discuss more about his life, Guru Sahib Ji's life. So just one story. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji was sitting and some Sangat came from Agra to meet Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. And they shared their experience. They talked to Guruji about, they were worried. They said, in our area, in the Agra, there is a sage who told us, as we all are married, we have a wife. So he said, as you all have a wife, you all will be drawn down in the ocean of this world. You cannot meet Lord. You cannot merge with Lord. You all will be drawn in this ocean. So what do you say, Guru Sahib? Guru Sahib smiled and said, maybe he is right actually. With one wife, you all may sink in the water. You need at least 4 wives. If you want to get across from this ocean of the world, of the Maya, you cannot go across with one wife. You need 4 wives. Now everyone became so attentive. Everyone was so dumbfounded. What did Guruji just mention? It's just Guru Sahib is on way to explain. So what are the 4 wives then? Then Guruji mentioned, you must have 4 wives. So the name of those 4 wives are, first one is Karuna, second one is Maitri, third one is Mudita, Fourth one is upekkya. So this word has mentioned in the history. In Pratak, her book principle, Satvinder Singh also mentioned these four words. Exactly. So Karuna, Maitri, Mudita, and Upekkya. You must have four wives in your life. So then only you can reach to the next level. Now, what are those four wives? Now that we will try to understand. Karuna. This is very simple word that we use in our daily life as well. Karuna means compassion. So what are the four vibes we must have? Like four kind of thoughts, teachings. The relationship of a husband and wife is basically depends on the thought. When we read Ek Jyot Doi Murti, so maybe two bodies, but one Jyot. So how can they be one Jyot? It is about one thought, same thought. Whenever we have fights with anyone, with our wife, husband, child, or friend, or relative, with anyone, most of the time, actually, the fight is because of thought. Whatever I'm thinking, that is right according to me, but not according to someone else. So, so first thing, actually, if you are married, you must have wife of karuna, compassion. The moment a person gets married, earlier maybe we are more focused on ourselves, but karuna helps, compassion helps to grow in the life of spirituality, in the life of religion. Tol taram daya ka, daya is much needed. So in the family, not only in the religion, in the family, both ways compassion is needed. When a male or a person or a female, they are working, but still they are spreading their love. Whatever they are able to earn the money, they are spreading on the family. Sut dara peh an lutave. They are earning, but they are spreading. This is how compassion born from the family. So now he's able to help his wife, his son, and it will keep increasing. Then the moment will come when compassion will arise more, then we'll able to help others as well. Now we are just worried about our family, then a day may come, well, see that everyone is my family. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, In putran ke sis par bhartiya sutchar. Couldn't able to differentiate in his own son and someone else. So compassion is the first one. Second one is Maitri. Very beautiful. Maitri, we must have that wife. So first one is compassion. We must have compassion in our life. Second one is Maitri. Maitri is same thought. If we know someone who have the same kind of thought, likewise, the one who can help us to be one with Almighty. Someone can help us on the walk, on the path of Almighty. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji mentioned, Koi jan harsyon deveh jor. Just to unite me with the Lord. Find that kind of wife. Or we can say these qualities should be there in every couple, in every human. Charan gaho bako subrasana dije pran akor. So that kind of wife, the one who have the similar thought, who can help me to walk on that path. So that kind of wife we must have. Third one is mudita. It is quite difficult now. So here it is okay. Like once you get someone who help you in the compassion, in the contentment, who is helping you to walk on the path, keep him in your life. And third one is mudita. Now it is little bit difficult. Mudta, the basic meaning of Mutta is the one who always stays happy. And the moment when we meet someone who is more talented, more intelligent, maybe more wealthiest, maybe more successful, that is different thing that everybody have different definition of a success. So what happens? We get jealous. So that should not be there. This is a teaching of fifth guru. जिस अंदर तात पराई होवे, if we have jealousy in our heart, in our mind, ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਭਲਾ, then never ever will comes to any good. Why? Because then we will be more focused on just about negativity. We will be focused to try to find some faults. So wherever we are focused, we'll just able to get that thing. For example, we are going through a market. Two friends are going together. One was told, you need to count how many medical stores are there in this market. Maybe there are 100 shops. You just need to count, you need to see how many medical shops are there. And if other person has told, you need to count how many other shops are available, or how many shops are related to food, or how many restaurants are here. You need to count that. So if one is focused on medical shop, he'll just able to see medical shops. If one is focused on to see food shops, he'll just able to count that. He'll miss the other part. If we are too much focused to find flaws in someone, then we'll able to get that thing only. So if we found someone who is more talented, who is ahead from us, so don't be jealous. Be happy, meet him, meet her, talk to her, talk to him, and try to gain something. If we are jealous, we won't able to get something from him. We'll not able to learn anything from him. Yes, we are Sikh. So we must have the third wife of Mudita. If we are able to see the one who is good in anything, so don't be jealous. Don't try to find more and more flaws in him. Try to be more acceptive and receptive. Try to learn. In this way, we can go ahead. Guru Arjan Sahib says, पिसर गई सब तात पराई जब ते साध संगत मोहे पाई. So second wife will help us to get this third wife. Sadh sangat, good company will help us. So don't be jealous. If someone is doing part regularly, or he is more regular than me, so I must get influenced from him, not jealous. So if someone is ahead, if someone is so disciplined, so I must try to be disciplined. If someone is more focused, more dedicated, we can take that quality from him and we can grow individually. Because everyone is walking on the path, everyone have a different mindset, and everyone can be winner. It's not like only one will win or only one person or two person. There is no positions. There is no reservation. There is no number of seats available. Everyone will reach there by taking that time. So we must try to find someone so that we can reach there easily, and for that we need good company. So jab te saath sangat mohe paat. Then fourth one, upeksha. Upeksha is, in Punjabi we can say, operepan wali virti. Operapan means he is not mine, not attached. The moment we did something for someone, we are immediately attached to that person and now we want some return from him. The moment we have done something good for someone, now we are expecting same in return. But Guru Arjan Sahib Ji said, Upekya, do good and forget. If we have done something good, it will come back, but maybe not from the same person. In a different way. As you sow, so shall you reap. That is a different thing. You are helping someone. That person might not be able to help us in the return, but someone else will do. Somehow, someone, God will help us in the shape of any other human being. So don't expect from the same person or we get attached. Sometimes we just keep saying, you know what have I done for you? What are you doing now? No. According to Guruji, we need to do and forget about it. No expectations in the return. So from the person, so expectation from Dadda Data Ek hai. Sabko devala. God will give me. I just need to do whatever I'm supposed to do. Which dunya save kamaiya. As Bhai Kanhaiya ji did. He was giving water to the enemies. But still he was giving. Even we can see the example of Akbar. He did not have any son, he did not have any child, so he went to third Guru, Guru Amar Das Ji Sahib. Like, I don't have any child, I don't have a son. He prayed. He asked Guru Amar Das Ji. Later, a son was born in his house. His name was Salim. Later, who was known as in Jahangir. So he was the reason behind martyrdom of fifth Guru, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. But earlier, his father went to third Guru, Guru Amar Das Ji. So the thing is, we must do good and don't get attached to that thing. Just be thankful to Vaheguru. Like I was in the givers, I was able to do something for someone. If we can do it, so definitely it will be very helpful. So now, this is a contribution. So there are a lot of contributions and a lot of teachings in his life. Definitely we cannot cover all those things in one lecture, but we'll just cover a few things, whatever we can learn. As Guru Arjan Sahib Ji says, Kinka ek jis ji basawe, taki mehma gani na aave. Even one teaching, one message, one kinka can help us to be attached to that one. Even one message can help us. So still we discussed 4 messages. So in the one of the greatest contributions, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji did this Harmandir Sahib. Foundation stone was led by Sai Mia Mirji. And as you can see in the picture, 2 things that we are going to talk about. One thing, when this building, they were working on this building. So all the Sikh told to Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, this building should be the tallest building in among all the buildings. As you can see, all other different buildings around. So they said, we must keep this building the tallest one. But Guru Arjan Sahib Ji said, this building is going to be the shortest one. Humility. Humanity. So all other buildings are taller. The shortest building in this entire place, that is Harmandir Sahib Ji's building. We need to come down with the stairs to reach to this building. So Guru Sahib Ji conveyed a message from his contribution as well. You need to go down. You need to come down. And if we see Opposite to Harmandir Sahib, there is Akal Takht Sahib. Now there are two Nishan Sahibs. These two Nishan Sahibs indicates, demonstrates the message of Miri and Piri. But one another beautiful thing, there are many different facts about this place. So, but this one we will discuss. So, one another beautiful thing is now two Nishan Sahibs are there. One is dedicated to Miri, one is dedicated to Piri. One is indicate the message of Akal Takht Sahib, other one is of related to Harmandir Sahib. As Akal Takht Sahib is of Miri, Piri is Harmandir Sahib. But the Nishan Sahib of Piri, or we can say the Nishan Sahib of Harmandir Sahib is the taller than the another Akal Takht Sahib. So Miri and Piri, Piri one Nishan Sahib, Piri Nishan Sahib is taller than the Miri one. So building of Akal Takht Sahib is taller, Harmandir Sahib is shorter, but Nishan Sahib of Harmandir Sahib is taller than other Nishan Sahibs. So which means you need to come down. The more you are humble, the higher you go. The more you are humble, the higher you go. So the shortest building among all the buildings is Harmandir Sahib's building, but the tallest Nishan Sahib is the Piri one. So Piri is also a message. So if you need to go high, you need to go down. You need to go down. Then only you will go high. So this is also one of the message, and this Harmandir Sahib was completed by fifth Guru, Shri Guru Arjan Sahib. Harmandir Sahib became the main place of worship for the Sikhs. So whenever you are introducing a new community, new religion, so it needs its own place like Harmandir Sahib, and it needs its own scripture as well. So that was also compiled by fifth Guru, Guru Arjan Sahib. In the Adi Granth, there were 4,839 total shabads and slokas of first five Gurus. I'm just saying about first five Gurus. So this was the count. But in all those shabads, there were 2,216 shabads was from Guru Arjan Sahib. We can say like almost 45% of Guru's Bani was from Guru Arjan Sahib. And if we add all the shabads from Bhagats and Pats, then total count becomes 5,762. And in this, Guru Arjan Sahib introduced different banis like Sukhmani Sahib. It is very easy to recite, very easy. We can say the most easiest bani to read. But the same Guru wrote Slok Sahaskriti, which is known as the most difficult bani to read. Sukhmani Sahib is the most longest bani of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji as well, and very easy to read. That is why we see this Sukhmani Sahib we read every week, like mostly like ladies Chatha, they recite this Bani. And there are many more Banis like Barama, Din Raat, Gatha. Many Banis was introduced by Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Everything, every Bani is a message of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Then this is a place, Taran Taran Sahib. The longest, or we can say the biggest sarovar in all, from all the historical Gurdwaras, this is the biggest one in Taran Taran Sahib. So this is a Gurdwara, and this is the biggest sarovar among all the sarovars. This is also in the Taran Taran Sahib, and the city of Taran Taran and Kartarpur Sahib was from Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. There are two cities named Kartarpur. One is from Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, and another one which is in Jalandhar, that is was from fifth Guru, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. So in this Taran Taran, there is a house as well, leprosy house, like code the rogue jinnan ho janda si. So Guru Sahib Ji started this house to take care of the people, those who are suffering from this disease. This is also in the Taran Taran Sahib. So basically two cities. So one is Harmandir Sahib, then Guru Granth Sahib Ji, then two cities Kartarpur and Taran Taran was also from Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, and this is the place Gurdwara Dera Sahib Lahore, where Guruji got martyred. Martyrdom was attained at this place. It's in Lahore, Gurdwara Dera Sahib. Some people, we can say, they give something. Some people take something from the society. This is a human nature. Either we give or we take. So Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, as we see, he gave a lot of things in his life, and even the day he attained martyrdom, with his martyrdom also he gave a lot of things to Sikhism, to the humanity, to save while walking on the path of Almighty, while standing for the truth. He was asked to convert, but he did not. He chose the right way. Kabir zor kiya so zulm hai. So he stood against and he got martyred because of he was done. He was compiled to Granth Sahib Ji. He was he did a lot of other things for the Sikhism, and Sikhism was spreading. So that is a different subject. We'll discuss someday about martyrdom and the reasons. But this is a Gurdwara where Guru Arjan Sahib Ji got martyred. So today we talked about in his life, from his birth, we can say he was the first Guru who was born in the Guru's family. And we talked about Karuna. We must have compassion, Maitri. Find someone who can help us on the path. With them, we can walk on the path of Almighty. And we should not get jealous from the people. If someone has some talent, we must respect them. We must try to learn and don't get jealous from them, and just do good and forget about it. And definitely, and other things, other cities, and a lot of more things was done by Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. And in his life, he done a lot of things. So these were the just few points. So what do you think we can implement, or how can we implement, or what do you think? What did we learn today? So kindly share your views. Now I request you all. So whatever you think, what is our take-home message from these four wives, or from his contributions, from his teachings, or from his messages? So what do you think? What did we learn? Don't be shy. Now I request you kindly share, kindly contribute in your own ways. So thank you very much once again for joining, for listening, and now looking forward for your contribution. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਰਦੀਪ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ
I learned a number of things from today's lecture, and that you gave the sources that about Guruji from Patta and by Nandalarji, and that they had written about Guruji, and that Guruji was from birth enlightened. And also you told us about the fact that Guru Arjan Dev Ji is the first Guruji born from a Guru. Am I right?
Yes, bilkul, in the house of Guru.
Then from the Sakhi that you told us, that audience from Agra, and Guruji told them about the four points, like good points that we should know, we should also try to have in us, in our life. Daya, compassion, always be happy, have same thoughts, which is quite difficult.
Yes.
Don't have same thoughts. A lot of arguments, Hanji. And the thing about jealousy is true. We should not have jealousy. We should learn to see the good thing in the person. That's very important. And about Harmandir Sahib, also you gave us some points which I didn't know about the two Nishan Sahibs, you know, and that one is taller, and that Harmandir Sahib is built lower. So when we enter, we go a few steps down. I do remember when I first went there, I felt it. There's a certain kind of a feeling that I have to walk down to see Harmandir Sahib. So here, as you said, it is about humility. And Guruji's contribution is also of compiling the Ard Granth. That is a very important contribution. Is Taran Sahib also built by Guruji?
Yes. Taran Sahib
Okay.
was also from Gurdwara.
Yes, I have seen it as well. So a very good lecture today, Satvinder ji. I learned many points today. Thank you very much.
Thank
Waheguru Ji
you.
ka khalsa,
Also,
Waheguru
very
Ji
good
ki
Ji. Fateh ji. Thank you very much, Hardeep ji, for sharing your views and contributing in today's talk. Thank you, ji. And any other Sangat member ji who would like to share something, don't be shy, please. And ji, Kartarpur ji, you are unmuted. And ji, please.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह मास्टर जी I agree with Penji Hardeep that today's lecture was really very enlightening. There were so many points that I learned too, which I really didn't know. I have been to Gurdwara Sahib, I've been to Harminder Sahib, I've been to Tantan, but I've never ever realized the Nishan Sahib has one to be taller or one to be shorter. But from the start, I think it was a lesson in history. I like the first two lines when you started with to see God in physical form is to see Guru Arjan Dev Ji. That was wonderful. And to realize God is through the Guru's teaching. That was really very wonderful and it touched my heart actually. And about the four wives. When you said four wives, I actually thought there were four wives. But when you spoke about Karuna, Maitri, Mutta, and Upeksha, where you say that we should have compassion, same thoughts, always stay happy, or same thoughts, likewise to walk together on the right path, to hold our hand and to walk together, not walk alone and leave one behind. I think in life it happens that more often. And always stay happy. And if one is intelligent, the other one become jealous. And that also I have seen in life, where the husband is not happy because the wife is in a better post. So it happens, it's very difficult to say, but it happens in life. And we need to understand these thoughts, these feelings to be a better person, I think. And the other thing that I learned is that Harminder Sahib is shorter than the other buildings. Yes, I agree with Hardeep. When we go down and when we go in, we also go down a few steps. But I didn't realize that the few steps is to teach you about humility, to be humble. Today, I really learned a lot from your lecture, Master Ji. And Guruji's contribution about the Gurbanis and how Arjan Sahib has written 2,216. So that was wonderful, something to learn and understand. And yes, Tantan has the biggest Srovar. I have seen it. I walked around it, but didn't really know what is the meaning about it. And the leprosy house. Today's lesson was really, really very enlightening. We learned a lot. And thank you very much, Master Ji. To be a better human being, we must have four wives with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your kind words, Kartarpur ji. You always say from your heart. So that's why it's always soothing to hear from you. So thank you very much for your contribution. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Ji.
Haji Paji, you are unmuted, Ji, please.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji. That was a beautiful satsang. I think a beautiful lecture by yourself and the two beautiful ladies who were sharing. I thought maybe I won't share anything because I'm single. I don't even have one wife. So where am I going to share anything about 4 wives? But I think it was a beautiful lecture. Maybe I'll just give you an overview from Gurbani, what I understand from main points that you shared. And the first thing that I learned was I think we need to also be connected to the divine spirit of Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji, because if he was the first Guruji from the families of the Gurujis, and I think that's the story of Bibi Paniji. Maybe you can share a little bit about that miraculous request she made to Guruji in return for all this boon that the Guruship Gurgaddi must remain within the family. That's another beautiful Sakhi. But I think Peo Pragas, that enlightenment will come even within our lives. Sarab Ujjiyara, enlightenment will come to the entire world because Gurbani is Jag mein chanan, Gur Gyan mane pragatayo. If we start to connect ourselves to the teachings of my Guruji, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji, I think suddenly there will be beautiful enlightenment in the lives of everyone. That's the first thing that I learned. Number two, I think what I learned today was we should listen to the guidance of all our Gurujis, because if he compiled the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, there was a reason for putting together the teachings of all our Gurujis. But it is not everybody who can actually follow the path of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, because Guruji, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji himself says, Je hovi purab likhya ta gur ka bachan kamaye. We all see Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, we know he compiled it, but it is only those who are predestined by the blessings of that Almighty that we will act according to the teachings that are within that Gurbani. Gurbani Sat Swarup hai, Gurbani Bani hai. I think that was the second lesson that I learned. Number three, I think being filled with love, compassion, and understanding. It's something that Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji teaches us. Bino suno tum pran prat pyare, kirpa nid deyala. From the 4 examples of your 4 wives, I think that's the main lesson that we learn, that, oh Lord, please bless us, that within ourselves we can have mercy, we can have lots of compassion, lots of love, and lots of understanding for everyone. The next important point I think I learned from it is the fact that Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji has scriptures or the Bani of Hindus and Muslim saints itself. That teaches me that I think Sikhism accepts everyone regardless of their personal religious beliefs. Also, because there are 4 Darwaji of the Harmandir Sahib, that even tells me that every caste, although at that time the caste system was very prevalent, even now people believe in the differences. But Guru Arjan Dev Ji, by making 4 doors and then compiling the Bani of Hindus and Muslim holy people, I think that teaches us that Bani Prabh ki sabko bole. Everyone actually sings the great praises of God. Aap dol na kabahu dola. And if we can also start singing the praises of the Lord within ourselves, we will have an unwavering spirit. And I know you spoke about today is more about the life and contributions, not about the sacrifice. But I just like to mention the sacrifice being the very first Sikh Guru to be sacrificed, sitting on the hot plate, having hot sand poured over his head, being boiled in the hot water. I think the biggest lesson that I learned from Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji is to learn to say 4 magical words. Tera kiya mitha lage. That whatever happens in our life, oh Lord, I love you so much. Your actions always seem so sweet to me, because har ka naam hriday nityai, if we start to meditate continuously on the name of the Lord within our heart, sangi sathi sagal tarai, not only we will be saved, but our families, our loved one, our companions will be saved. And what do we have to do is to gur mere sang sada hai nale, to always regard that Guruji is always there close to me. Simar simar te sada samale. And how will we feel this closeness is by meditating forever. And then maybe we will have the strength that whatever happens in our life, tera kiya mitha lage. We will also say, oh Lord, everything you do in my life is so beautiful. And all we ask you is not for the fires that burn in our life to stop, not for that hot tawa to become cold, not for the hot sand to be cooled again, not that the hot boiling water that he was boiled in be cooled down, but we will just ask for one thing: Har naam padarat nanak mange. I think that was the most beautiful lesson I can learn from Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And to end off my little sharing, sorry I took too much of your time, but the last 2 points are very important, and that is that don't waver. Let us stand up for our beliefs. Let us stand up for what we believe in. Like you say, he was pressurized by the Mughal forces, but he didn't bow, because so Sura Pardhan se Mastak Jis De Pag Jio. All these Shabads are by Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji. I'm trying to only quote from him, because this Shabad already said, if you want to call yourself the Sura, the warrior, that strong personality, then you are the one. If within your forehead you have that strength. And the last but not least, most important lesson I learned from him is to be humble, to always practice gratitude, to always make sure we say thank you, Vaiguruji, for all the blessings you have given us, and to create an instrument of peace and love like the Sukhmani Sahib teaches us to become, so that the whole world can become an environment of one love, one acceptance, one understanding for all. Because I think Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji is the chief founder of the United Nations. And even although he gave us so many things, he ends off by saying, "Main मूर्ख की केतक बात है, कोट परादी तरिया रे, गुरु नानक जिन सुनिया पेखिया से फिर गरबास na परिया रे." Even though he contributed so much, he says, "But I am just a fool. There are so many millions of sinners like me who have been saved." And he did not say, "I am the best." He says, "Guru Nanak jin sunya pe kya." He put it back to the very first Guruji and said, "If you have heard of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, if you have heard what I have done in my life, it is not me, it is all the blessings of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Because if you hear of him, if you pray to him, then you and I will never descend into the womb of a reincarnation. We will have salvation, Jivan Mukti, oneness, and we will merge with the Lord God. Vaiguruji, be a citizen of Begumpura Sheher, be a citizen of Sach Khandwasi, and we will see each other in the heavens, in the world hereafter." Thank you, Ji, for giving me this beautiful time to share, and sorry for any mistakes. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh Ji.
Thank you very much, Palji, for sharing your points and making this lecture more fruitful for all of us. Definitely, we learned some more points and the way you contributed. So we always love to hear from you. So keep continuing and keep sharing your points in upcoming lectures as well. So really appreciate. Thank you very much once again, Palji.
Thank you, Ji.
Hanji, any other Sangat member ji would like to share something, ask something, or what do you think? Like, how can we apply, or what are the problems are we facing? So, something from your personal experience also, feel free to share. Hanji, any other Sangat member ji? Hanji Kuldeep ji, would you like to share something?
Vaiguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaiguru Ji ki Fateh. In a short span of 40 to 50 minutes, we have covered so much ground. From Guru Angad Sahib Ji, from Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, down to Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, and all, of course, all our Gurus. And what can I say? What comes out to me from Guru Arjan Sahib Ji is the values, the morals he was representing, and what he was passing, the messages that he was passing down through his way of living, his actions, his bani, and the buildings that were done during his time. They were so symbolic of all the values and morals that they preached. It is indeed very, very touching and very, very heartwarming. I can't explain the feeling inside me whenever we talk about Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. You know, his morals, his values, his intense love, his endearing nature. You know, जिमें जवाब देता हैगा 4 wives versus 1 wife. Yeah, all these come down to those values, and over and above, the belief in one Vaheguru, the love for one Vaheguru, which surpasses and overcomes everything. It reminds me of one saying that if you don't see God in others, you don't see God at all.
Mm-hmm.
So this message, where Guruji himself is the epitome of Vaheguru, he is the embodiment, as you said, of Vaheguru, his blessings, his visual appearance of Vaheguru, when we see these values in him, we begin to get closely associated with our one Vaheguru. And when we have that kind of understanding within us, we have that kind of inspiration and insight in us, then we begin to see everybody else as a godly being, and it brings out in us the positive feelings of compassion, sharing, happiness, devoid of jealousy, devoid of ego. So all these kind of values just come up when you begin to see another human being as a godly being. So these are the kind of feelings that are aroused in me as we went through this lecture. And of course, we cannot say enough. We cannot praise enough. Our heritage is just so, so great that we can only hope to get to know more and more and more about it, and hope that it can have a positive effect in us. Ultimately, I think that is the reason, that are the lessons that we are learning, how to be good Sikhs and how to portray and present ourselves as godly beings. So it was very, very interesting, very enlightening. You know, the points that you touched were very poignant points, which had a lot of weightage in them and a lot of meaning, and which can be expanded. You know, each Gurdwara and its symbolism can be expanded into one lecture. Guru Harmandir Sahib, you know, and all the symbolizers and all the values that we are learning from Harmandir Sahib itself are values of life. So it's amazing that, you know, our Gurujis were so enlightened. They were so visionary, and they had so much of farsightedness that even today we remember them, we appreciate, we understand, and we love them a lot. At the same time, through them, we begin to find godliness in ourselves as well. So we are very, very fortunate and blessed, I feel. Thanks to all our gurus and thanks to our Gurbani. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
And thanks to you, Kuldeep Ji, for sharing your views and contributing. So really appreciate. Thank you very much to you as well, Kuldeep Ji. Hanji, any other Sangha members who have something to share or something if just came in your mind, so feel free. Okay, so thank you very much once again to each and every one of you for joining, for listening, for contributing, for sharing your views. So really appreciate your time. Now I request you all kindly unmute yourself so we all can say Good Fateh together. Thank you very much once again. Our Sahib of the Abdullah Vaheguru Ji Ka
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Master Ji.
Thank you.
Thank you.